Jeez Louise.
Contrarian,
I look so happy in the background. Look at
Stop
me.
trying to make out with my character.
But dude looks so happy in the background.
I
He's
don't know,
yeah,
man.
we killed a bunch of people, dude. Yeah.
It kind of seems like she's asking for it, you know? She's not.
Not saying no.
She's wearing shorts.
What?
Oh my god.
Whatever you do not apply your video game logic.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Geek Branch podcast. I hope everyone got to watch or listen last week. It was a lot of fun. We're glad to finally be back at this. It's been a blast having Chris come on and join us and everything. If you got a chance, he also had a live stream last week, kind of introductory stream where he kind of went over what his plans are. He went and did Age of Empires 2. Super old game, but super fun game. Anyway, so let's get right down to it. We are doing a Scott Pilgrim kind of hybrid episode where we're going to be discussing the books, the movie, and the game while playing the game. So let's get right to who's along here with me. I have the ginger who tries to have a soul.
The one, the only walk-in.
The one, the only, Novell. And then last and not least, the guest of the week, the Internet Contrarian.
That's me.
That's him. And he's a man that has denied his ideas.
Whoa, denied?
Yes, denied his ideas.
Denied.
Denied.
Completely. But I decided to do something crazy. I decided to read all 6 volumes all in one day after I found out that we were going to do this. I haven't watched the movie in forever, but I remember it pretty well because while I was reading the book, I was like, oh, I remember this. But the books are, I mean, I love the movie, but the books are so much more. So I'm really glad that I decided to do this because it was a really good experience. Anyways, I know Chris has never read the books. Dane, he read the books like forever ago.
It's been a decade?
Yeah.
It's been a decade.
Yeah, about. I think it's been a decade by now.
And Contrarian's a huge fan of Scott Pilgrim.
Used to read them religiously. I would have read them before the podcast, but unfortunately I didn't get an opportunity.
Yeah, you were busy with other things, from my understanding. That's all good. All good and well. I think we're going to go ahead and switch over to the game while we talk about everything. If it will actually pop up.
You may have to do...
there we go.
There
Got it.
Yeah, so I am totally not familiar with exactly the dates for most of these things, but I think that the movie's about a decade ago by now.
A little over a decade.
Yeah, right. And then the game, I think this game is 6 years old? 7 years old at this point?
It actually
It came out around the time the game came, the movie came out, I
so
believe.
it's about as old, right? This is a port. This is a fresh port to PC for it.
Yeah, they had it for Xbox. I'm pretty sure it was like an Xbox Live and PlayStation, Xbox Arcade and like a PlayStation arcade thing. Whatever they had for PlayStation Arcade back then.
All right, well, we started combat, so we got guys
No,
here. Get
okay.
ready.
All right.
Don't get lost.
Wallace got knocked out.
Make sure that you remember to block. Blocking prevents all damage.
I have no idea what that does. What the hell?
Hey, who's summoning me for help?
Oh, no.
Don't be like that.
Whoa!
Somebody's getting dogpiled. Hold on 1 second. We'll get you out.
So, Contrarian, who was your favorite character of the series?
That's a tough one. Let's see here. It might be Wallace, to be honest.
He is
So
pretty funny, though.
Like the movie Wallace or the books Wallace? Though?
Comic book Wallace,
Comic
definitely.
book Wallace?
Yeah.
Okay, so comparing the two for me, since I am a naive boy, since I have not read the books, can you give us a little bit more of how much different he is from the movie?
Wallace is a lot less of an asshole in the books, I think.
Oh, that's true of everybody from the movie to the books.
Yeah, like
including
for
Scott.
whatever I don't know if it's Edgar Wright's style of directing, but he like made almost every character more of an asshole in the movies than in the actual books.
Yeah,
Bodies
most
of the
definitely.
floor.
He's also way better as a supporting character because he and Scott actually have to go through a lot more in the books than they do in the show.
Dogpile.
You know, mundane things like having to pay rent.
Yeah, I was about to say it.
In fact, that was the whole character arc for Scott in Volume 4 because he had to move out.
He had to move out
There-
and move in with Ramona.
Right, you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then they had to.
Tom taking out the trash. Calm down, Dane.
They had to meet the
throw the guy. Throw the guy.
landlord. You have to throw him.
I was taking out the trash though.
All right.
You pick up the bat. You pick up the bat. Hey. Oh, you mother.
The character that I said after reading the books, the one that I ended up liking far more, even though I ended up liking all the characters more in the books than I did in the movie, character that, in my opinion, that they made way too much of a bitch is Ramona herself in the movies. Like I ended up really liking her in the book, especially since you get to see her full story, unlike in the movies.
Unfold the whole entire time.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch more that you find out about her that you don't get to find out in the movie. It's really a
We
shame.
were robbed of the best character in the books being Ramona's cat Gideon.
Oh yes, that is such a hilarious moment in the last book where Gideon finds out that the cat's named after him. He's like, "What? Why is the cat named after me?"
We got a heavy coming up over here, so be careful. You're gonna do a lot of damage, and also don't fall.
Wasn't there a part in the 6th volume where Scott just assumes that every person with glasses is Gideon?
Yes, even his own brother. he just goes, he like jumps down the stairs and punches his brother in the face. And his brother's like, "What the hell?" His parents are like, "Do you not remember your own brother?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And then he's like, "When'd you get glasses?" And he's like, "Since I was like 14.
Scott's kind of a.
His memory's terrible.
Yeah.
But of course you find out, like, and also in the 6th volume, one of the big reasons why is because Gideon messes with his head.
Oh nope, couldn't get out the hole.
Also, he's like purposely like subduing memories from trauma in the past.
Yeah, I mean everyone gets more development in the books as opposed to the movie or what you see in the animation.
Well, that animation's just a quick little thing, kind of showing what we didn't get to see, the backstory stuff from book 2.
Uh-huh.
With his high school friend that was Will She Won't She.
I believe the only 2 volumes where the evil X's only really appear at the end are the first 2.
Yes.
In all the other
okay.
volumes, they're like all over the volume.
Yeah, they're stretched out much further.
So they kind of condensed it a good bit then when it comes to the movie, huh?
Well, yes and
I
no.
mean, yeah, the Kadiyanagi twins didn't even get any lines.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like so certain. Oh, get out the street here, guys. Yeah, get out the street.
Oh, okay. The bus is here.
Wallace already knew that because Wallace knows everything.
I'm gone, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
And we got beat while the bus was leaving.
Wow.
Somebody's.
Get us up, get us up.
Yeah, you gotta go up and press B real fast.
This is why in the
I got
dark
him.
you just always hold.
Somebody's
I got him.
fanning me or farting on me, one of the two.
I almost got him. Uh-oh. Yeah, you got
Oh no.
I got you.
Somebody's doing something to
No!
Oh, he got kicked off by the fatty.
me. No.
But we had a friend. We lost him.
That's because Chris is playing on keyboard. It's like the one game that you don't want to play a keyboard with.
Yeah, I tried it for a little bit, and I was like, oh no, I can't do this.
I'll figure it out eventually.
And normally, like, I've beaten Dark Souls with mouse and keyboard. This is not the game that I want to do. It. Side-scrolling fighters are not the
Hey, there's people that beat Demon Souls with DDR dance
throw the
pad.
fatty. Thank you. You can't damage him as long as he's like.
Oh, I just hurt myself. I just threw a ball at the wall and hit myself in the face.
So there's no friendly fire between us characters, but if you pick up an object,
Yep.
the object will damage us.
That seems fitting.
Did you see about how Edgar Wright talked about back in the summertime about bringing the the series back through an animated series instead of a a movie, because obviously the movie's way too old now. The actors are way too established and way too old.
I don't think there needs to be any type of continuation.
No.
I don't want a continuation. I'd rather a
Restart.
A reboot?
an adaptation that follows the comic books more closely, because there's a lot of stuff that the movie just didn't get to,
Cover.
go over. Like
Yeah.
there are
You
entire
want a
characters,
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood
just
type
like
thing.
great characters that they didn't get to put in the movie, like Lisa.
Right. Yeah. Lisa was much more. Well, she wasn't in the movie at all, but she's a much bigger character than what people that just saw the movie would realize. Essentially,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the movie.
she's an important part of his childhood.
The movie does the franchise itself justice, but it doesn't do the main medium. But I mean, that's
Right.
what happens whenever you make adaptations.
Right.
You know?
I mean, it did it justice in the fact that it, like, the issue that sometimes some of these movies run into is that they, for one, they don't know how to be faithful to the source material while also trying to make it work in what it's going into, because you can't make a movie a comic book. And so sometimes you get this issue where these movie writers and directors don't know how to mix the two. And Scott Pilgrim was one of the few where they got that perfect mix. You weren't going to expect it to be word for word correct, but they did a lot of, like, basically same things that happened in the comics while it still made sense on screen.
Didn't the movie also cut out the chick with the bionic arm entirely?
Yeah, they did.
Actually, no,
several-
she was
several
there. She
characters
just didn't
are
have the
missing.
bionic arm.
She
Or
had a
speak.
really small part in comparison. Honestly, it's crazy the cast that they had for that movie, like compared to how big they are now. Like almost all of those people, except for Michael Cera, he was already big during those days. Just in a weird way.
Oh no.
Did I pick up
Ow.
Scott?
Yeah, you did.
My bad, man. Knives was just like, yeah, you know who's my favorite weapon? Scott is.
She would never do that to Scott.
Man, she loves him so much as to use him as a sword. I think that's possible.
Love.
She's definitely the character, in my opinion, that had the most character development. But that was pretty obvious that was how that was going to go since she was the kid.
Well, I mean, they also
I wish-
basically replaced Ramona as like the main love interest with Knives in the movie,
Yeah.
because like they made Ramona's character a little bit unredeemable, a little bit. So it just basically became de facto that Knives was the love interest actually, despite being like absolutely ignored hard for the first part of that movie.
I think my
I
favorite
wish.
scene in that
Oh
whole
no.
my favorite scene in that whole entire movie was actually like the secondary fight scene with Chris Evans. The choreography that they did with all the other actors to make it like it was like his his stunt team that came in. I really
I thought that was way better, done way better in the movie than in the comic book. Actually,
Yeah, that was one of the things that they got right. And that was kind of what I was talking about earlier, where like you gotta have this work in the medium that it's going into.
Did you say Chris Evans?
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, is that?
Yeah, he
is
was,
That's not Captain
he
America. Chris
played
Evans.
Luke
That's,
Cage.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought it was like Ray Palmer. What's his
No, he's
name?
in that too.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not.
The vegan is the one I'm thinking of. Chris
Yo.
Evans was
Chris
he played
Evans-
Skater Boy. Yeah, he
yeah.
played the skater dude. Okay, I was
Like I said, they had a really great cast. Like there's no way they could get half of those people in a movie like that now.
refresh my memory. Was the menthol skateboard in the movie?
No, it was a regular
so what
skateboard.
skateboard?
The menthol skateboard. When you beat the second ex-boyfriend, he drops a menthol skateboard, but Scott
Oh
can't
yeah,
use it because
Scott
he has
can't
no,
use it because he didn't pick up the proficiency in
Yeah,
high school. I
skateboarding
remember.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not in the movie.
Yeah.
It's those small things that I would like to see, but I think that as far as the movie goes, especially for what it brought to the franchise, I think that's totally worth.
It brought a lot of awareness to the franchise, even though it was actually a huge box office bomb.
Yeah, but it's one of
Yeah,
those.
It became a cult
their box
classic.
office was supposed to be like 64 million or
Hold on,
something
wait,
like that.
Can we
I
go
think
into
an animated
the
series
ones
could
that we can
also
go
do
into?
They only
really
made
well
like 40,
with,
I think.
fleshing out the X's more.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, this is the one.
Roxy's in the movie for like 3 seconds.
Oh, Roxy's the half ninja. I experimented in
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
chick. yeah.
Yeah. Honestly,
was
she,
funny.
and honestly, she wasn't in the series until much later. They kind of fast forwarded some of the characters.
Yeah, and
just
they
to have
also were
them in
pretty
there.
quick with some of the summaries, like the hyperspace.
Well, actually,
Wait,
they were
what?
pretty quick on the
Hyperspace? What do you mean?
hyperspace thing in the books too. At first,
Dang, what do you mean by the hyperspace thing?
you know how
Subspace.
you know how she went through Scott's dreams.
To arrive to deliver his package.
Yeah,
I called it hyperspace. It's subspace, I think.
yeah, subspace.
Yeah, it's from Super Mario 2, the American version.
Yeah, that's why because he makes a joke about it in the book.
All right. Hey,
He's like,
guys,
oh, so you mean like
let's go. This is the subspace road here. If you see any of the pigs, the flying pigs with money banks or penny banks, just break them.
Oh God.
It's kind of like this. Remember this is the Mario reference, I guess.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So some things are gonna come our way. Just hit anything that moves.
I'm going as fast as I can. Y'all chill out.
Yeah.
Oh my
break them for the cash.
the only reason why Wallace doesn't have the most money is because Scott's always mooching off of him.
Totally 100% the canon explanation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
not
I
because
can't run.
It's not
Hello?
because I'm sucking at this right now.
All right. We should get a pretty good penny and some experience off of that. So that was pretty good. And is this the snowball fight? I don't know.
This is right after it.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, ready to get your butt beat. Those little goth scene kids, man, they're so fast.
Was Gideon in the movie? I don't even remember.
Gideon? I mean,
Yeah,
you mean
yeah.
the cat or the guy? GGG?
The guy.
Yeah.
GGG.
Yeah.
G-Man, he's the main
What?
big.
I mean, I just don't. It's been a really long
Time, I know, right? Dude, if you hadn't brought this up, I would have like long
That's-
since
'cause-
stopped thinking about Scott Pilgrim. And not because it's bad or anything. It's just that like we're too old at this point.
It's been around for a hot minute, and he hasn't done any more series for it.
Well, not even that. Like Scott Pilgrim in the end is that perfect coming of age story, and well, we've come of age, you know. Back when we were 17, 18, 19, 20, we were in his shoes, you know. He was our character. We could easily fit into his type of protagonist lifestyle.
Pull a sword out of my chest. Yes.
Right, but you know, we were like, we were dealing with romance, and we were dealing with relationships and friends, and Battle of the Band sounds like a cool thing. Music was still on MTV. You know, we were old.
Well, I don't know Contrarian's age actually.
I'm 19.
19. So I was gonna say, I assumed
Oh, well,
you're
then,
you're
yeah,
a
you're
bit
in
younger
that.
than us.
You're right in that zone for Scott
yeah.
Pilgrim, even though it's
you
like,
in the zone.
It's totally for like I think 18 to like 22 is like the Scott Pilgrim age as far as like consuming the product. Obviously, it's long since been past that for most people.
Yeah, we're ancient in comparison to you. We're late 20s.
Yeah, I was reading and like watching it like really early on. I was like 12, 13.
I mean, I was reading stuff like this when I was about that age
Whoever's
too.
on low health, we can go by the coffee shop here and get some get a hot cup of Joe.
Oh.
If you're just using it to heal, just buy the cheapest thing. Get the tea.
Wallace seems to be fine.
I hate navigating this
I have
menu. It
not
takes so
played
long.
this in multiplayer, so I don't know who's buying what or who is currently buying.
I'm currently buying.
Okay.
I think it's funny that
Here.
you can lend money, and it just makes so much sense in the world of Scott Pilgrim because someone else would totally pay for his coffee.
All the time because that kid was always broke. I mean, it's not like we weren't always broke when we were that age anyway. Hey, I'm just gonna get some tea. Tea to go.
I do love how
that
smooth
some-
it actually is running on here. It looks really nice. Even I mean, granted, yes, it is an 8-bit game, but it's really kind of cool to watch it.
Is that what's her name? The chick that Aubrey Plaza played as, or is that
Probably one of them, or it could be his sister. I don't know.
that's
no,
not a
his
sister
was
because
probably
the sister
outside.
the sister doesn't wear glasses.
Oh,
That's another one. The chick who played as his sister Stacy, she's a huge name.
and
Anna Kendrick.
yeah.
Like almost all of those people are huge names now.
All right.
I mean, except for the guy who played as the psychic vegan. That guy used to be big. Now he plays on Lifetime movies.
Even the Punisher was on there.
wait, no, the psychic vegan. That's Ray Palmer. He's
Yeah, I know who he is. He's on CW and on
Yeah, yeah.
Lifetime. That to me is like career-ending moves.
No, he's like really well loved.
Yeah.
Somebody hit me with a trash can. He's really well loved as like an actor.
Brandon Roth is his name. He can be beloved all he wants. I'm just talking about like the ability to get actual movies.
Man, I think that he could if he wanted to.
CW is pretty much a death sentence for anyone.
Yeah, that's my opinion on it.
I can't recall the last thing Stephen Amell was in.
He's actually supposed to be in a Showtime TV show.
I just threw you.
But it's like a hockey or wrestling or something. Wrestling. It's a wrestling TV show.
I don't know why that.
Am I using you?
I'm using someone else right now.
I was
Here.
using. I think I was using
Golly.
Tim to throw at somebody.
No, I'm gonna agree with Contrarian on that one. CW, for the most part, every once in a while, some of them get lucky, but for the most, okay, so the ones that are the exception to the rule are the Riverdale cast, but pretty much everyone else, it's like a death sentence.
I mean, I think that the
All those
Vampire
shows are
Diaries people do pretty
terrible.
good too.
What's terrible?
All of those shows are terrible.
Oh, I know. I still have friends
It's
that
like for
watch.
the lowest common denominator of like people.
I have friends that
Ah.
still love the CW shows. I'm just like, nah.
I just don't get it.
No, some of them came out very well when they first started. I don't think that I have a bad
Yeah,
opinion of
Arrow's
them.
first 2 seasons were okay, and then it just went on a downward spiral.
Yeah,
from
it was
there.
kinda
plenty of
all
them
over the
burn
place.
out, and then
Bad
some series
special
have,
effects.
been
Like
good for
it was
the-
like a down to earth kind of thing where you didn't really need all of these cheesy
Right.
special effects and stuff.
I think
And then
Flash-
they started introducing actual superheroes, and that was probably a big mistake.
I think it worked for Flash in the first season just because of how campy Flash can be.
Anybody want something to eat?
Yeah, I actually did like that as well. In the
But then it
first
just-
and second season, after the third season, it really kind of, he just kind of kept coming across
you
like
too
a whole
big to
nother
get into the door,
speedster
man?
that would be like super
You
strong.
wouldn't let me in the. Who's
Ow.
beating me up?
Jesus!
What the
What the
hell?
hell?
Guys, there's an
He's
enemy
beating
here.
our ass in the shop, y'all.
Jesus
Stop
Christ!
using me!
Hell
Ow!
Did you guys forget that there was an enemy in
I'm
the
ordering
shop?
miso. Leave me alone.
Jeez Louise.
You guys completely forgot that there's. He is still up, guys. Keep fighting.
Yeah, and I died.
I'm out. I'll see you guys later.
What the heck?
Back.
Y'all got me killed.
I mean, I just thought you guys knew.
Wallace is displeased with y'all.
Boss is displeased. Down to pay his money up.
Man, Wallace is so broke. But Scott's the most broke, as it should be. All he has is $4 to his name.
All right, I'm back at full health. I am so sorry about that, guys. I did
And
not
Knives
realize.
is the richest
Pulling
out of
in
all
a
of us.
whole like dude inside a restaurant.
Yeah.
Damn near have a bar fight.
Like I thought you guys may have remembered that there was an actual guy in there.
I believe that's other Scott and
oh
Joseph.
my god, look, it's me. I'm up here.
No, that's Joseph.
Yeah, that's Joseph. He looks just like you, Chris.
Why am I in here?
Yeah, I
found-
believe
we
at the end of the
found
series,
yourself
Stephen
instant.
Stills
And
Yes.
she died.
reveals that he's actually gay.
Yeah, Steven and him get together. And it makes sense though because they got really close after Steven figured out that he had like basically his own studio in his room, and so like he wanted to become close friends with him so he could use a studio.
Joseph hates everyone for some
whose
reason.
boyfriend did Wallace take? I can't remember.
Stacy.
Scott's sisters.
Yeah, Stacy.
Scott's sisters. Yeah, okay. That was a funny part to just
she
like.
turns around and sees him macking out.
That was another one because we mentioned earlier how Scott kept beating up people's significant others or just people in general with glasses. Wallace's like big significant other, Mobile, actually was another one he just like was about to like completely beat up when he walked into the house.
Yeah, people be like, Scott got violent issues, violent tendencies,
The boy's got brain damage, okay?
Oh, I think I just hit the
amongst other things.
Oh, that's
I mean, it's really
Knives'
more
mom.
just the teenage angst and oh god, get out the way.
Yeah, that's Niles' mom. Niles' mom.
I believe I believe Knives' father is a secret boss.
I'm
in this
out.
game. He'll he'll follow you on the world
That makes
map.
sense.
Oh
And,
yeah, no. Actually, yeah, I think it's because of what's what I'm thinking of. What did
Oh, that's a fun story that Chris didn't
attacks
get to
him.
experience.
What?
Okay, so Knives' father is like this like ninja
Samurai.
Oh.
samurai
Yeah, yeah.
dude
Oh.
that like finds out that his daughter is dating a white dude and he like flips his lid and he stalks Scott.
Right, he's actually an antagonist.
Yeah, because he thinks that she's dating him.
Oh no!
And they're not at that point.
But by the end of the arc, there's no reason to go into Wallace's shop. We should just go up here.
Okay.
We can't afford anything in there.
Does nobody want to get the bionic arm? Because isn't this where you get the bionic arm?
Yeah, but you don't have enough money.
Yeah, but you don't have enough money.
Oh, it's 100 coins, right? Yeah.
But by the end of the arc, Knives' father decides that Scott's actually a pretty good choice. Oh, you're gonna get run over. Decides that he's actually a pretty good choice for his daughter to date.
Yeah, he's actually really cool with Scott at the end of everything. Only because Scott can fight.
He expresses that to Knives, but she can't understand him because
Yeah,
she doesn't speak Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the strangest things about her character.
Oh, I can totally relate to that because of my wife. She's Chinese and she does not speak Cantonese or Mandarin. And she has a grandmother and grandfather who live at her parents' house. And her grandmother's lived here for like 50 years. And she still hasn't really bothered to completely learn English. And Stacy does not know Cantonese. And so the conversations between them two is hilarious because it's like a struggle.
Are you guys okay? I feel like you guys are getting hurt a lot.
I'm okay.
My dude had a stroke and he got ran over.
It's pretty normal.
Yeah, for a second generation or third generation who were born and raised
All right, yep, somebody
in America.
Look at
Don't touch
beckoning Scott.
Or Canada for this.
Ow.
We can't get back up. All right, well, guess we're gonna be fighting on the ground floor. Watch out for the dogs.
So, would you like for the author to ever come back and write more, or do you think that it's good how it ended?
I wouldn't mind if he had a large hand in an animated series and they expanded upon it within the confines of the original story, but I don't think that he should write
Make it go any further.
a continuation.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's out of the spirit of what this is. This has to be a coming of age story.
Maybe a different series that takes place in the same universe, and maybe like some of the cast shows up sometimes.
Yeah,
but
as a
Like,
I
or they can just be like in the background where it's like, hey, wait, hold on a second. Little Easter egg.
Yeah, but let's not don't let it be like it is with Boruto, where they keep calling it Boruto's series, but really it's just another continuation of Naruto because he's like in it every little bit.
Oh, well, no, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's whatever Scott's kid's name is, Dad.
Oh my god.
Hey, Contrarian, you hate Naruto, don't you?
Really?
I don't hate Naruto. I just think it's really bad. I grew up with it.
I don't hate Naruto. I just think it's
hate
really
it.
bad.
I mean, did you grow up with the anime? Is that what you're saying, or did you grow up with the manga? Because I mean, people.
I mean,
God,
at a certain
fuck?
point, the anime just got to the point where there was so much filler that I just decided to read it instead. And yeah, I still think it's really bad.
See, I have a pretty positive opinion of it overall for myself, and I actually enjoyed the filler arcs. Remember to get your cast. Come
Oh
on.
shit.
Some people just stay.
I just feel like Mishimoto really dropped the ball with a lot of the late stuff.
Yeah,
And
especially with Shirupinen.
yeah, the first series, I believe it was called the Will of Fire arc. It was the one with Zabuza. That one was really good.
Yeah, that was actually.
Yeah,
I
that's
remember
one of
that.
a
And
lot of
after
people-
that, it's the tuning exams. The
Yep.
Forest of Death was really boring, except for the part where Sasuke gets his curse mark and the
fight
and the fight with the Sound Ninja.
You question if what was that girl or boy's name that ended up looking like a girl at the time that was
Oh,
also
Haku?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Questioning your your knowledge of female.
Well,
and
I don't
male.
know. I was like 5. I thought girls were icky.
All right,
Yeah.
you made it, guys. Crash and the boys.
Crash and the Boys just played a song called "Song That Kills Everyone." It knocks everyone out for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's like the last song that kills the audience or song that kills the
And
audience.
there's
or something like
Stacy and
Matthew Patel.
Wallace at
Yep.
on the balcony up there.
Yeah, I was like, hey, wait a second, I'm down here. How's Wallace up there too at the same time?
They didn't think ahead.
Yeah, but they couldn't leave that part out. That's too funny to not still have in the
Just
thing.
bashing his freaking skull in with
Yeah,
the
this
bottom of the chair.
this game's chock full of just like references.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a homage to video games, its own content. Watch out for the
Yeah, it really probably
rotating succubus of doom.
probably was one of the easier games to want to make. You know what I mean? Because the whole books are completely inspired by video games. It's clearly obvious. It doesn't even have to be said. And yet I said it anyways.
I think Matthew Patel's character is completely hilarious.
Oh yeah.
He's probably out of all the ex-boyfriends, he's probably like my second or third favorite.
What's your first favorite then?
My first one, the vegan boyfriend.
Just because the vegan powers thing?
Yeah, the vegan
Well,
powers
the
thing
vegan
is very
powers,
good.
despite him, disobeying the laws of veganism.
Yeah, that whole plot line is just really hilarious. Honestly, when he's around, it reminds me of another comic series.
You just ate ass.
It's called Chew. I don't know if you ever read Chew, but that's a really good series.
Ow.
Also, could someone save me? I'm
mean,
almost dead, Dane.
Look, dude, I am literally getting attacked by a demon. Now I'm
You
over
were
on the
you were
opposite
you
side.
were right beside me. You
No,
could have
no, I
easily
was
saved
literally-
me.
I-
I was watching you.
I was watching.
I literally hit B to go help you, and that thing hit me. So I just abandoned you to die. Okay.
I like
That's
how
this
upset
happens.
Matthew is that Scott didn't really read his email.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, this is so boring. I'm just like, all right, well, we appreciate that.
One small little scene I
Ow,
thought
dang
that the movie didn't really
Someone
do
killed
as
that
well as
freaking thing.
as in the book is the part where Scott's asking for the website Amazon.ca.
Amazon.ca.
Yeah.
He's like,
What is it?
what's the website for Amazon.ca? And you've got like a whole panel of Wallace looking dumbstruck, and then he's just like Amazon.ca.
He's like, are you really asking this right now?
Matthew Patel drops $2.40, I believe. Not even enough for the bus ride home.
Yep. Speaking of getting adaptations right, how likely do you think Netflix is gonna get the adaptation to Yu Yu Hakusho correct?
I'm dead.
I know.
Have you seen any of the stuff involving Cowboy Bebop with them?
Oh, it looks like hot garbage.
Wait, what?
Oh my god!
Hang on, I don't know about this.
They make like a character that was like experimented on, like a non-binary character, because he's got both a penis and a vagina, I believe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, you talking about Edward?
No. He's one of the
no.
side villain characters.
Yeah, it was during the two-part episode where they're explaining like Vicious and
Yeah, it's one of the
and
characters.
Spike's like backstory.
Oh, okay. I was just like, wait, you talking about like the main cast? I'm like,
No.
I mean, I
No.
guess like, because when you say non-binary, the person that I think that's closest to being considered non-binary would be, Edward.
I don't even want to think about what they'll end up doing with One Piece.
Oh,
they're
boy.
they're making a One Piece one, right?
The One Piece creator seems passionate about it, so it could work.
I will say that it has better
I
chances
don't want to
than
throw
most of
that
the
key
others.
over here.
Yeah, you gotta jump.
I'm trying to figure out how to jump.
Hey,
Keyboard.
Spacebar?
Oh,
Spacebar?
S, I think.
Jay?
There it is. Okay.
Is it Jay?
Let me get a running start.
Is it Jay?
Yeah, it's Jay.
That's funny.
Oh my lord.
You got double tap.
I did.
There you go.
Huzzah!
All right,
And then
Key
throw
Man.
the key in the lava.
Yeah, I did read the article about how the creator of the series, like basically
Indiana
the
Jones,
guy
get your
who's
heart
the
out.
showrunner sat down and explained what One Piece meant to him and stuff, and it made Oda feel really good about
Wow.
giving it
Yeah,
to him.
I have no doubt that he'll probably be able to do it. In fact, he might be able to correct some of the horrendous pacing issues that the anime has.
Yeah, the anime has terrible pacing issues. I understand why
you.
they
Oh.
do it.
Ow, dang it.
It's
Like,
because,
I doubt the Netflix adaptation of One Piece is going to have entire episodes of characters just running and talking.
I mean, look, anime is just long form in that way. I've never been really too bothered by it.
my brother, okay. So what he does, if he decides to catch up on One Piece, he says, I'm just going to skip the first 15 minutes of it, and then I'll be caught up. Because, like, the first 15 minutes is basically, like, a recap every episode. Maybe a little exaggeration, maybe closer to 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like the intro is like 2 minutes, and then the recap's 3 minutes,
Yep.
and then
Yeah, I mean, if
and
you
then you've
consider
got
the full-
characters doing things that they were doing in the previous episode.
But
Yep.
stronger.
Yeah, more focus on it.
More
there
focus.
There might be like a 10-second
Flashbacks.
extra. Yeah. Well, that's Naruto. I mean, you gotta have at least.
Every anime has a flashback.
I know. I'm just saying Naruto's like the worst one.
Oh yeah,
about that.
Naruto's the worst one.
But One Piece for sure drags things out, and from my understanding, it's because they don't want to do a lot of filler like a lot of the others ended up doing, like Bleach. God, Bleach had some of the worst filler.
Ow, Scott.
And it's
Thank you.
and it's so bizarre that they're gonna finally finish the series in anime form this year.
Bleach.
Yeah.
Are they going to continue off with the kid?
Are you talking?
No. So
The anime never finished.
Bleach actually got a different ending because
Full Metal Alchemist.
the manga wasn't finished yet. So
Yep.
now they're just going to adapt the manga.
Yep.
The
Well-
actual manga ending.
Yeah, when Ichigo and what's her name, Orihime had a
Rukia?
kid.
Naohiro
No.
anime.
No, I thought that.
No,
I thought he got together
before
with-
that.
Did he not get together with Rukia? I could have sworn he got together with Rukia.
No.
I can't remember.
Oh,
It's been that
I mean,
long.
I didn't read the
Yeah,
manga's
I didn't
ending,
either. I'm
so
not a-
I don't know.
Yeah.
I read
I
a
mean,
good bit
I
of
was
it.
I was
and
for him and Orihime, and
the only parts I remember at the end of the last manga that I read was like where Orihime was like really growing up, and so was Ichigo in a kitchen, and their kid was upstairs, and there was a Soul Reaper that came through the door, or not the door, the window, just like
Break it.
Rukia did, and
Right.
like literally
Well-
the kid who is literally the resemblance of Ichigo.
The issue, but with the anime though, they stopped it well before any
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
dude, they stopped it
So,
like.
so now they're
Yeah,
gonna-
they didn't even get to the Quincy War, did they?
yeah,
no, they didn't. They did not.
It always frustrated me because like if they were gonna stop it before actually finishing the manga, they should have stopped at the Aizen arc. Instead, they had like the most like pointless and depressing like arc before they ended it, where like Ichigo has like no powers and he's like
His depressed stage of
yeah,
seasons.
and it's just like why would you end a series on that?
The bounce arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, not the bounce.
No, it's not Bounce.
No,
Isn't that when he doesn't have the power
It's
anymore?
literally, it's
Oh, no.
literally the
Oh,
last season.
I
Yeah.
got you.
It's really bad.
It's really
so
bad.
bad.
Because he loses his powers more than once here. I'm just like, which one are we talking about?
Yeah,
the bounce when he has to use
No,
the,
his last season.
The last season where he uses like all of his energy to put into one final blow against Aizen, he loses his powers, and then he finds out that there's like substitute Soul Reapers that have this ability to.
Thank you, Scott.
Oh shoot!
Yep.
Ability to kill other.
I don't think I can get to you, man.
Damn,
I'm trying. I'm
I
trying.
can't even see myself.
I know we're on the literal.
I cannot. I must be down or something because I can't see myself. I'm being
You are.
teabagged by
I'm trying to save
dinosaur or
you.
something.
There, I saved you.
Okay, I'm burnt to crispy. I'm sorry.
Ah, dang it! I literally got shot. Freaking aliens.
All right, good job. Good job on saving knives.
Yeah, shut up. We don't want to be in your freaking movie.
Thank God that color's gone.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they will come out with an animated series for this because the movie was made by Paramount, and because everyone else has to do a streaming service, Paramount's got a streaming service coming out now. So who knows? Maybe they'll make it for that.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. What?
Owie.
Yeah, you didn't know they were
Fast
making
and
one
Furious
now.
coming in hot.
The Paramount streaming. Nobody's
Yes.
gonna buy that.
Okay, so you know CBS All Access, right? They're switching that and calling it the Paramount something streaming service.
For real?
Yeah, because no one's like even bothering really with the CBS All Access one. Probably because Star Trek Discovery's hot garbage, but you know,
I have not watched that one yet.
STD is totally horrible.
STD
What?
is STD.
What?
The name it's called Star Trek Discovery.
Oh
Trek
no!
Discovery.
So just like
No!
yes. So it's STD exactly.
Yeah, Novell's a big Star Trek Next Generation guy.
Are you
So
really?
Picard is god awful.
Novell.
Huh?
Are you really?
Next Generation's great. It's not my favorite. Voyager's my favorite.
Like just Star Trek in general? Though.
No, Star Trek. Yeah, I'm totally a Trek.
That's Wallace and young Neil.
Yep.
You gonna do a grind, bro?
All right, prepare to get hit by a lot of dudes on skateboards.
I was gonna say something
Hey, I'm right
to
there.
Contrarian, but I'm not going to.
Oh wait, no, I'm not. I switched characters.
Lucas Lee doesn't actually start by beating up Scott. He's
No.
just kind of like, yeah, whatever.
He-
I don't
well, he
really
even-
care.
He even said that
you
if he
pay
gave me, yeah.
Ah, be careful
You
about
pay
getting
me,
stunned
tell
by the
Giddy to beat me up.
paparazzi.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He wouldn't even want to fight him. It'd have been nice to see that scene and then see that Scott doesn't have enough money to give to him
Ow! I'm being whipped
or
with a
something
skateboard,
in
dude.
the game.
Yeah, it's the paparazzi stunning you that really makes it possible for him to do so much damage to you.
Man, folks are gonna see this and they're like, man, y'all suck.
Dude,
Hey,
like
we've been doing pretty
I'm
good, all in
just
all.
hard. I'm
Dude,
just hot garbage.
before
over
you
here.
start getting your upgrades and abilities for this game, it's so dang it, I got knocked down by the skateboard.
Yeah, I can see why people replay it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the proper thing you should do actually in this
Can you
game
press
is
B?
grind the first level
Leave
until
me
you
alone.
have the money to buy the cybernetic arm.
I'm literally wafting my fart in your face right now, dude. That's literally
Ah,
what
dang, it does so much damage.
That's what it
with
looked
that
like.
stupid
Ow!
skateboard. Stop.
Dude,
Since
you're getting face smashed with this skateboard, dude.
I thought he was like trying to be like a wrestler and had like a chair smashing my face in.
RKO!
I mean, that's basically what's happening here.
All right, we all just got taken out by a skateboard.
Ah!
Scott, get up.
Come back here! Oh god dang it!
Check out the paparazzi. Ah.
I'm slowly learning. It's really hard to talk about things while playing the game.
Well, I mean, your focus, of course, gets a little bit split.
Hybrid.
Hey, that's why I said. Yeah, that's why I said I would.
Oh, the skateboard.
I wanted to try.
There's nothing wrong with trying, dude.
Yeah.
Wafting my fart in your face to wake you up.
I mean, I think this is no different than like what streamers have to go through.
I
'cause,
look
you
like
know,
I'm
that's
doing
a
something
hard
else.
thing to do.
Yeah. The streamer
my
in the
gosh.
room knows that full well.
Get off of me with the stupid safety cone, you jerk.
Oh, mama.
I mean, this is also a boss fight, and we didn't really level up that much. We don't actually have anywhere near the appropriate amount of gold that we probably should have.
Nope.
Ugh.
No.
Am I the only one left? I don't want to be. Save me.
Me and Tim just run to get the cash first.
Uh-huh. All right, paparazzi back. Be careful.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right, you got Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, so much. Oh yeah, completely got trashed.
I'm getting.
I got stunned and then trashed out.
I'm
There
trying
was
to
really
get you,
nothing I
Scott. No. No. Yeah, we're getting dominated right now.
I'm getting
could've done. I mean,
the kidneys.
literally, all I can say about it is that there is an incredible high difficulty until you get your stats. And it's to be expected of this game. Like, plenty of people can't beat this stage, actually, without having done some grinding. At least in my experience from the original game. But we have to take out the paparazzi. Those guys are going to literally be the death of us. That stun is going to get us killed. Especially because he does so much damage, and you can't block when you're stunned. Like, I literally just got brought from top
Sit
to
down,
bottom.
son. Sit down.
Who's dead?
It's me over here.
We did it.
We got him. I got caught in the corner and then got stunned and then
Where you
lashed
running,
to death
boy?
with a skateboard. Boom, and he's gone.
Ain't gone.
What the fuck?
The way Scott beats him is that he convinces him to do this stupidly dangerous skateboard move.
Yeah, like I know that in the movie, but like that was like.
Yeah,
maybe
but they
3
wanted.
feet.
Yeah, they wanted to make it though.
Ow!
You deserve that.
I deserve that. Okay. Hey, can I grab the skateboard up there?
No. So the thing is that he drops the skateboard in the comics, and Scott is supposed to like pick it up because it's his gift, but he can't pick it up because he didn't take the skateboard proficiency class in high school.
Yeah.
So it disappears.
That's okay though, because he
I
takes
must have
a
missed
sword
that class.
proficiency class instead.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let's make out. Jeez Louise.
Contrarian,
I look so happy in the background. Look at
Stop
me.
trying to make out with my character.
But dude looks so happy in the background.
I
He's
don't
just
know,
like,
man.
We killed a
She-
bunch
she-
of people, dude. Yeah.
It
right.
kind of seems like she's asking for it, you know. She's not.
Not saying no.
She's wearing shorts.
What?
Oh my god.
Hey, she's
right,
not. Okay, first of all, she's not Lisa.
Whatever you do not apply your video game logic in real life. Y'all going down to
Oh, there's a mobile in the
Knight
back.
Rider.
There's what?
Mobile.
Oh,
He's
never
right
mind.
behind us.
Oh yeah, I see him now. Yeah, Scott totally thinks that he's Gideon and tries to punch his face in. It's pretty funny.
I'm just chilling up here in my white shirt.
In the comic book, it's actually the chick with the bionic arm that punches the highlights out of Knives' hair.
Yep.
I thought you had a camera in your hand.
Prepare for the clash.
Nope.
Also get away from the.
Oh my
God,
god.
you're gonna die.
It's like, oh, I can
Scott!
take it. I can take it.
Scott.
Basket. And he's like, I'm still here.
We bask in the power of your blocking.
Oh, there's Stacy in the back there,
Yep.
Yep.
noticeably away from her ex-boyfriend, because he's over there with Wallace.
Dang it, Wallace.
Wallace, stop stealing my boyfriend.
And
I like how she says
if this was
Wallace
just a
again, like it's
stream-
happened before.
If this was a stream, I would totally ask somebody to clip that.
I mean, one of the most interesting things about that is that she still is in contact with Wallace after all of that. Like
What?
she gets updates from him with texts or something like that.
Wallace is a gossip whore.
Yeah.
Everything that
yeah.
happens, he texts immediately to everyone.
Yep.
And that just like informs everyone of everything. So
Oh, that's another thing. Like in the books.
Like there's even a part where where Scott's like telling him something while he's asleep, and somebody else already knows about it. They're like, Wallace told me. He's not
Yeah.
even conscious.
Yeah, it was Stacy.
He's got his
It was
phone
his
out
sister.
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's Terry Crews. Oh, why you hurt?
Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Woo! That's what I always think of. I always think of him and White.
The scene from
Chick.
White Chicks.
Yeah.
dude, that was the best, man.
Terry Crews is the best in general.
Especially when he's doing the little rave dance when he's high on the. It's just, he's getting it, man.
His pecs all over the
We have
place.
got to get money in shot, man. We do not do enough damage anymore. The
Um,
stages are only going to keep getting more difficult.
have you seen?
Especially the 7th stage. That shit is like hell.
Woo! Almost like we're going through Dante's Inferno.
Well, technically there's only 7, so we're missing 2 stages of hell.
We're almost there.
Yeah, but look at us do 1 damage to certain things, or 5. Or, we are not hitting hard enough. We need to get.
Did y'all ever see the live stream that Terry Crews did with his son?
No.
Yeah, he was like doing charity.
You mean the one where they played Danganronpa?
Yeah.
What?
What type of dark
Yeah,
nonsense was
I
that?
try to stay away from things like that because just seeing Danganronpa makes me angry these days.
Yeah. After being on Twitter, I found out why.
Did you not like some of the new things that they've done? Because I remember a lot of Danganronpa
No,
fans.
it's just that
Their fan base.
the fans make me viscerally angry.
It's
I mean,
the fan
first off,
bases.
fans.
Like they'll like try and convince you that certain characters are black or certain characters are trans, and they're just not.
Yeah, well, like fans are just hard to deal with. There's really no other way to describe
Well,
it.
they're really aggressive too. Like they'll
They'll like dox you and stuff.
yeah, and they'll also DM you and act like they're playing the game,
like plenty of things that
which is very cringe.
Yeah, plenty of things that I've enjoyed over the years have like horrible fans, and that just ruins my ability to.
Yeah,
Let
like
people
he
enjoy
liked.
those.
Didn't you like Steven Universe?
Yeah, I did. I like Steven Universe for like it's a really weird way of describing it. I hated it at the beginning because the people who were writing it obviously made that kid a brat, and then they started fixing his character halfway through the first season, like episode 11 plus.
Yeah, that's why I can never get through the show. Whoever that watches...
He even has sex with his own dad.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, no, see, that right there is a real... Like, it's a hot take, but it's also a bad take. Like,
That's a big hot sauce. Is what
yeah,
it is. Jeez Louise.
people have this idea that fusion is supposed to represent sex, and people, like, that's what I'm talking about with fans. They're like,
I mean,
they'll interpret
Rebecca
things however
Sugar
they
said
think
that
is
it
most
was.
convenient for them.
Yeah, isn't she
Like
the creator?
it was about teaching consent and whatnot.
Yeah,
Tell that to Wonder Woman.
That's what I think that's more of what happens after you've heard your friends yell for 2 or 3 months. You just take their take on it. But I don't think that was the way she was originally writing it because they weren't gendered characters.
No, but it was like something she like said in an interview. It was like trying to teach kids about consent.
Right.
With your
But that's not something. What I'm saying is that's not something that preempts the airing of the show. That's something that came after it.
Well,
You know, it's like when the show first came on, that was not what the show was about at all. And then later on in life, you know, it takes this kind of whatever they want to call
Well,
it.
that's just like with Adventure Time.
You mean like how J.K. Rowling just changes parts of the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, to their convenience, you know, Death of the
After the
Author
fact.
type nonsense.
Yeah, but now her whole fan base is turned against her. So
Right, and it's because they're adapting to those fans. It's like when she said Hermione, you know, there's nothing in the book that says Hermione wasn't black. And I'm like, well, except for the art you signed off on for every edition of the book until you just made this statement. And I'm like, I don't have any issue with there being, you know, multiracial characters or whatever you're going to be doing here. I just want to point out to you that, like, before you took this crash course in politics that has you changing the story to fit whatever you... We're in the booth over here, guys.
to make you look better, yeah.
Lau's place. Oh, Ramona, please. This is why no one likes you.
what? What'd I do?
Ramona, come into Leo's shop.
I'm trying to go into the shop.
Are you sure? Because on my screen it looks like you're over there in the crowd.
Yeah, it just shows y'all two just sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, I get on my screen. I don't see anything. But like on
Exit
his
the
screen, I see
shop.
myself. Weird.
All right, I think we desynced.
Okay.
Weird.
I'll go back into the shop.
I went into the shop.
I'm in the
Oh,
shop.
okay, walk to the left.
Oh,
Stop.
I'm gonna have to go into the shop on
Walk
your
up.
screen. Okay, I'm
And then
literally looking at your
and
screen
then
to go
Steven
into the
Stills
shop.
walk into the shop.
Okay, everyone sync with each other's screens, and we all go into
Uh,
the shop, and maybe it'll catch back up.
Steven Stills walk slightly to the left and then go up. Up to the all right, up. Yep.
Okay.
Still
so
not working?
The last
Wow.
person I'm not seeing is Scott. So Scott, we need to get Scott.
It shows.
Oh, okay. Can you exit the shop and like guide me then?
Okay. So on the other screen, we need you to go forward. We'll tell you when to stop. Just keep going forward. Keep going forward. Stop. Go up. Because we completely have desynced.
am I
at this
in?
point. No, keep
just
going
a
up.
bit more. More.
Yep.
There you go.
All right.
What the French toast?
All right.
That was
We completely desynced. It's just whatever it is.
I blame Ubisoft Connect. I hate it when all these companies decide to make their own thing. I miss when it was just Steam and whatever the one that what's the one that CD Projekt Red owns?
GOG.
GOG.
Yeah.
Good old games.
Yeah. Man, that's a game that's under that company in general is under so much hot water.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red is just sinking like a. I hate that they fell into the same trap that every other big game company fell into. It really makes me sad.
Yeah, we actually had a really cool concept idea that we had came up with for the game, for the channel, and then there was just so much negative press that we were just like, yeah, we're just gonna not do this. What we had planned to do was, and we actually recorded some gameplay. All three of us played different life paths. So we're gonna play it like a show in the game. That's how we were gonna edit it. And so we were gonna have like, basically we have V in a system that's kind of more advanced than Brain Dance, and so we get to see his different life paths and choices in the game. But that game's just not, it's not as fleshed out as it should have been.
Now they did just come out with an update on it today with the patch. I believe it was 1.1 that they just came out with. I have no idea what's on it though, so don't quote me on anything. But like, I'm just really interested to see like how much is actually going to be updated on there. To be honest with you, like if it's going to fix any, good number of issues. Is it going to fix everything? No, probably not. No. But like, I hope it fixes a good bit and at least puts them on the right track.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we all hope, honestly. Because the problem is that that game needed, like, 2 more years of development. 100%. And we've learned because of Jason Schreier, the big games journalist.
Yeah, he blocked me on Twitter.
Well, I don't know the reason for that. But the guy's reporting.
No, he just blocks people. You can ask him a simple question, he blocks you.
Okay, well, regardless of that particular personality trait,
he's normally the guy that knows what's going on.
Right, his journalism is pretty top tier as far as getting relevant information that most journalists can't seem to access, or aren't willing to dive that hard into. And he talked to like 20 or something developers or ex-developers at CD Projekt Red. And you discover that the games trailer that we all got to see, the really cool one, was completely
demo.
produced. Yeah, it was completely just produced for the.
They pulled an Anthem.
Right, and that they hadn't actually gotten the game developed until much later. And that's just like terrifying, honestly. And it shows that like even though they were dedicated to not making their guys crunch until the very end, there was no way they would ever be able to complete that game to the extent that trailer showed in time. And so from the very beginning, it was just basically false advertising.
But hey, you know what though? Like, I know that you don't like to hear this, Dane, but like, it could very well end up being a No Man's Sky. Like it could have a serious turnaround. And I know you haven't really been on there.
Right. Well, no, it's not like I don't. I'm not. It's not like I'm dismissing the quality of No Man's Sky in its current state. Mm-hmm. I still am just very resentful
because of the situation.
Right. And I'm gonna be like that with CD Projekt Red. Before this,
Dane was a huge supporter of CD Projekt Red.
Right. I was the guy who was always like, I have faith in the company. They've never failed me before. I think that they can get this done. I think it's gonna be amazing. And now they have failed me. And so now my opinion of them reflects that. And No Man's Sky, I always had some doubt about the quality of what that dude was promising to produce, but it had caught, or basically enraptured so many people with the ideal of such a product or such a game, and then only to discover, of course, that it was just a sham,
just a bunch of garbage.
And so even though he's fixed it and he's brought several of the features.
He's brought in some really good features. I've looked up some of the stuff that you can do.
He's added a whole bunch.
Oh my god, I think I died.
You're a ghost.
Oh my god.
Can we not go any further forward? Am I missing something here?
Wait.
What?
I think we're out of sync because.
Yeah, no.
You said one of you's a ghost, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. The game's resynced for me, I think.
Okay. Yeah, because enemies just appeared.
Hey, you're not a ghost anymore.
All right.
But yeah, so like I was saying,
that's just my ginger appearance. Sorry.
It's both a mix of my dislike of false advertising as well as a dang it.
Hey, Contrarian, did you ever play any CD Projekt Red games in the past?
I've played Witcher 2 and 3, yeah.
Yeah, see, I was there from Witcher 1.
I haven't finished Blood and Wine, but I started it a while ago. I played Hearts of Stone. It was really good.
I thought 1 was pretty, at the time, revolutionary when they came out with it. I didn't think it was going to turn out so well in terms of story and whatnot. Then Witcher 2 came out and I lost my fucking mind.
I didn't know about the games until 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. So I was there on release day for 1 because I was just a fan of the Witcher series before it had basically,
which is rare because most Americans didn't know what the F the Witcher was until.
Right, because it's not American, or it's not even English to begin with.
No.
Like it's
when
not
did
even
the Witcher
in the
1 come out again? Witcher.
Can someone save me?
Yeah. Where are you? I don't know.
None of you were dead on my screen.
Yeah, no one's down on my screen.
I'm wafting her shoes.
I'm back. So were you just deciding to steer clear of Cyberpunk, or was it just not your style of game? Contrarian.
Oh, Oh, sorry.
coins
I
are just
actually do own
randomly
the game. I
appearing
have
on
like
my
60
screen.
hours on it.
Oh, do you? With
yeah,
the bugs and everything.
My
do you still like
opinion
it?
is that the game is just okay.
Yeah.
It definitely didn't live up to my personal expectations. What the hell is going on? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
I guess I've.
completely decent. Coins
Yeah.
are just appearing. Enemies are still coming to this part of the stage.
And somehow Chris came back to life.
Scott is being like teabagged by somebody on my screen.
Yeah, he's molesting me.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if
not
anybody.
happening on mine at all.
Can you see my screen? Do you see what's happened to Scott?
Oh Lord! Oh
yeah,
my!
you see the guy who's just like
Oh, my.
over here, straight up 6'9".
There's just like a dude, just straight up 690, dude.
What the heck?
Oh my Lord!
It's the beginning of the body slam move, but it's stuck on the first frame, so it's just this dude laying on you.
You are RKO'd on top of him, basically.
All right, so
Oh, dang it, and now I'm down. Yep, and we do actually have someone in full ghost form. Okay, now the move's continuing. Yeah, we're completely out of sync.
Oh, there we go.
Look, look, the move
Oh my
just
God.
continued. It, like, you know how long it's been?
dead.
No. No.
but it says you're alive on here.
All right, so.
No, you're completely in ghost mode on mine.
What
No.
the French toast?
Well, I guess it's either Uconnect or whatever service we're using to play through, or this game's just, ported poorly, I guess.
I assume it's the Ubisoft Connect crap. All right, so
And I
this is what I suggest. I suggest since the game's being crappy right now, I guess we can stop playing for now and just talk about.
Yeah, we
the
can
stuff.
talk about it. That's
Sure.
perfectly fine.
I mean,
we
because
could
obviously
just
we had a
restart
little bit of a
from the
hard
middle of
time
the stage.
balancing.
Do what?
We could just restart from the middle of the stage.
Oh,
Disconnected.
yeah, disconnected, Chris.
That's because I quit because I thought that's what we were doing.
Oh crap! It's. Oh,
Well, it was totally fun, but it was also totally a chaotic nonsense party.
It was all right.
I mean, I actually got much better at the game than when I first started because I am really bad at
I
side
guess it's
scroll
more or
fighters.
less just the type of game. I don't really like those type of games. I like playing like something similar to that. Which when I was asking you earlier what you guys meant by like side scroller, like I would thought you were referring to the fact it would be kind of like an old Dragon Ball Z game.
No.
No.
It's side scroll fighters and side scroll shooters like
yeah,
Contra.
yeah.
Yeah, never.
You played Ninja Turtles back in the day, didn't you? At least once as a kid at Chuck E. Cheese.
If I did, I may have repressed it.
Why would you repress that?
That was a good memory.
I got scarred from the Chuck E. Cheese mouse, probably. I don't know.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a thing. Yeah.
I guess so.
Like literally, I can remember to this day, like the mechanism that was controlling it was moving it around. Its jaw came unsnapped. That would fucking terrify you. Like literally, I just saw it unsnap, and I literally looked into its soul of like mechanical wires and stuff.
So what you're telling me is that we should make you play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Dude, yeah. Are you afraid of animatronics? Because man, that game is
just
great.
shut the fuck up. How about that? Here's the thing. I hate like anything scary. Like I can't do it. Like I don't. I'm literally a bitch when it comes to like anything scary. Like when I was streaming one time, we had a vote on like games to stream, and one of the games that they made me do was Outlast. And I probably have said this before, so I apologize to anybody that's watching. But like they made me play it, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I looked it up, and it was a scary game, but like it didn't really have that many remarks on it being really scary, so much as like a really good story. I was like, okay, I mean, yeah, I can get into that. First like damn 10 minutes of the game, I'm over there like freaking the hell out because it literally is a pitch black game that you use like a night vision camera that runs on batteries that literally you have to find fucking batteries.
I played the game because it was free on PlayStation
Fuck
Plus.
me, dude.
I don't typically play horror oriented games just because that's just not my style.
No.
It's not. They don't scare me.
What?
Yeah, most horror games don't really bother me.
Weirdo.
Dane probably lives for them.
Oh,
Like
dude,
if
don't
I was
understand.
playing a scary game in here right now, you guys couldn't be in here with me.
Dude, you don't understand. Every horror game that looks even partially passable, I will purchase. I am a sucker for them, dude.
Yeah, Dane's really into that. He's also into some real weeby.
You know how many scary games
Visual
I have
novels.
in my inventory? Dave?
Right. So my weaknesses as far as gaming go, and this is three things that have nothing in common, but they are grand strategy games, horror games, and romances. And those are literally, or you call them dating sims, I guess nowadays is what people call them, perhaps.
Or visual novels.
Or visual novels, yeah. Those
Oh.
are my three. Interactive fiction is also another way of framing it, but any game like Persona 5, for instance, where you have romance options and can pursue a romance in addition to gameplay, those are the three things that I love most out of video games. And that's a really strange combination, I am aware, but it is what it is.
What's your typical genre, Contrarian?
I mostly play fighting games and JRPGs.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite JRPG?
Tales of Vesperia.
Tales games
Why does that
are
sound familiar?
amazing.
Uh,
Tales and Final Fantasy are just like the two big two for JRPGs.
I feel like Tales is a lot less known than Final Fantasy, though.
It's becoming bigger in the States, but yeah, I agree. It's not. I mean, no JRPG is probably gonna ever get to the same level of famous Final Fantasy over here.
All right, Fire Emblem has gotten kind of close.
It's gotten pretty big, yeah.
Yeah. But as far as like definitive JRPG, Final Fantasy is kind of just it.
Final Fantasy always has a really good story though too. I mean, like
Not always. Let's
8 out
not-
of 10.
Let's not.
I'm gonna give it
let's
a good
not-
8 out of
okay,
10.
Let's not forget about the existence of X2. Okay. Also, I don't
mean-
like. I'm one of those people that does not like the Lightning series.
Oh, the
Lightning, the
series.
first one's fine. Lightning
the
Returns
first one
is not
was okay.
exactly
The
the
rest
most
of them
amazing
weren't
thing.
great. Yeah. The first one they introduced us to it.
And for 15, the world that Noctis resides in, amazing.
Oh my
Noctis'
God.
own story, not so
Dude,
much.
that whole like, literally like a brand new style. Of
Yeah,
it.
right?
My God.
Okay.
Now, the best storytelling for Final Fantasy, I think, is actually the MMORPG, the new one, Heaven Reborn or
Yeah,
Realm
boy.
Reborn.
Yeah, boy.
That they
Realm
rebooted
Reborn?
that game, and it was fantastic as far as story is concerned.
Did you ever play it when it was when it first came out? It was
The
garbage.
original one, the one that crashed and
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
No, I played it for a while. It was a popular thing at the time. I was a big Guild Wars guy, the MMORPG.
What?
Yeah, dude, I was a total
No way.
Guild Wars 1 and 2, and then when it
Hang on,
dropped,
hang
we
on.
hopped over and we were like, all
Hang
right,
on a
let's play
second.
this for a while.
Hang on, I'm gonna see if I can do this. I'm gonna try to guess what.
What race and class?
No, I'm not gonna guess on race. I'll never get that right. I'm gonna at least try to guess on class just by asking you a couple questions. What was your method of fighting? Was it up close or far away?
Oh, I had to be up close.
Up close. Okay. Were
Had
you
to be.
Had to be.
what?
Had to be.
Had to be. Did you like to have really strong abilities, or would you like to have a lot of dot abilities?
Oh, I'm a dot guy, dude.
Okay, were you a rogue?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Or I don't think it was called rogue though. I think it was called,
The poise and dot mechanics were
Yeah.
just amazing.
I honestly I got that feeling from you.
I'm
literally
gonna tell you
there.
right now, if there's because they don't have necromancer on there. If there was a
They do.
necromancer,
it wasn't available at the beginning. It was
I was gonna say
No, it was there.
was it from the very beginning? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Guild Wars
I'm-
2 it was
I'm-
always there.
I'm absolutely shocked
Revenant
because
wasn't there.
Dane.
Revenant wasn't.
Revenant
That's it.
wasn't there, and neither was.
Dane is a huge necromancer guy. Anytime he plays D&D, he's a necromancer.
Wait, when was the last time you guys played? Have you guys played since the expansions?
Dude,
No, it's been a long time, dude.
Okay, so like just to let you guys know,
I only tried
that-
it out like a couple of times. I'm not a Guild Wars
MMORPGs
guy
have
like he
been
is.
like kind of out of the thing for a long
So
time.
just to let you guys in on something, they've actually updated it so much to like you have a subclass within your subclass.
Really?
So like even if you play as a necromancer, you can literally get to this subclass called Reaper, and it allows you to use a great sword. And dude, no, it's fucking badass. I'm talking like severe like coats of poison coming off your blade, heavy fucking damage. Or if you were to play a what's it called? The Guardian, I think the ones that used a lot of the defense abilities.
The paladins, basically?
Yeah. They had I believe it was called Harbinger. No, I don't think it was Harbinger. I think it was Revenant. I don't remember what it was, but like you could use a bow as a
paladin.
guardian.
Yeah, right.
So that was really interesting. Like every one of them had different mechanics. Like one of my favorite ones that I played was I always played as a ranger because I like to be able to use a lot of the trap stuff. But they added in a new class subclass, it was a druid. Literally, it gave you the ability to use a staff and heal people. Like it was, they were slowly kind of get you toward a holy trinity. You know, the healer, the tank, and the
Damage
DPS.
dealer.
There never really was a holy trinity in Guild Wars 2. I'm sorry, I'm getting. If you haven't noticed by now, Contrarian, like I'm a really big MMO fan. Like I love MMOs. I love talking about them. I've played just about every fucking MMO you can name of.
You ever played Ragnarok?
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
You ever play Ragnarok?
Yes.
That was that was what I used to play when I was really young.
Really? Do you remember Fly FF?
What's that?
Okay, never mind.
I always faded in and out for MMORPGs, but my favorite one of all time still remains Guild Wars.
RuneScape.
No. Now, don't get me wrong. I was there for WoW.
No.
I was there for Burning Crusade. I was there for Lich King.
No,
and then
it was
jumped.
Club Penguin.
I didn't like RuneScape.
So
I
you
hate
actually played
RuneScape.
WoW?
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
WoW long ago.
I think I love you more.
Yeah, I never played RuneScape because right around that time was when WoW came out, and my brother's like, yeah, we're not playing a free garbage game. We're gonna play WoW.
I could not afford to play WoW, and I was always being sent to like a summer school, so like I would always have a library computer, and what do you think I'd play on the browser? Fucking RuneScape. Fucking RuneScape.
Man.
All I would do would just farm and just sell shit. That's
The
all
OG.
I did. OG fucking game. I never once got a membership though. To this day, I never got. I beat my version of playing it on free. So I did every quest, every thing you could possibly think of doing it free, and I enjoyed every minute of it.
So every time a new one comes out with a cool concept is when I tend to hop on, but I'm only there for maybe like the first 3 or 4 raid seasons of it. I'll be 100% honest with you. So
You're talking about WoW, right?
WoW and most
Just
other,
in general.
Yeah, just in general for MMORPGs.
You filthy casual.
I mean, no, I go hard, dude. Don't get me wrong. I burn out.
You go hard. You go real hard.
Yeah, I burn out, dude. No, I'll tell you right quick. So I remember they brought back. We got back into WoW when they relaunched it. When did Blizzard relaunch it? It was back when Real World was still open. It was the newest season, Legion, I think it was called. Or,
Chris doesn't know what Real World is.
I know. I'm talking to you, Tim.
Oh.
Do you remember when they brought back WoW and everybody was playing WoW up at Real World?
I know what Real World is. I'm the owner.
I
gave him the idea of the whole business when he came over to Guerrilla Games back in the day.
No, that's older than Guerrilla Games. Real World's older than Guerrilla Games.
Are we talking about the same guy? Was he the guy that came out to the Magic Gathering area?
Roger Kalikas?
Yes.
Yeah, Real World's older than
He was
Guerrilla
literally
Games.
trying to figure out ideas for his building. He had a first building, then he had a second building. His first building was literally down the street from his other one.
Well, no one's gonna get the context for this history lesson.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
When did
Doesn't matter. I
matter.
know what that is. That's the bottom line. I'm sorry.
Right. But when did the big revival happen? It was like the expansion before
you're
the
talking
one
about
that's coming out.
Talking about Legion?
Legion. It was Legion, right? Was
Well,
the
the
WoW
Legion
expansion?
before Shadowlands, the one after Legion is BFA.
Anyways, let's get off.
Battle for Azeroth.
Let's get off
Right,
the,
okay,
the
gotcha.
WoW MMO stuff.
My point being is, yes.
No one cares to hear about World of Warcraft.
It was fun while it lasted. Classic was a disappointment, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Contrarian, what fighting game do you typically play?
Tell me you're a Tekken. guy.
Tekken.
Yes!
Ooh.
You're my dude!
Tekken.
Has anybody played the Fighter Z yet with DBZ?
I own it. It's in my...
Yeah,
I
I
Is it
kind of
is
play
it
it
good?
sometimes.
Yes and no. I don't like it mechanically, but it's fun to play.
Dio, I don't know if you remember Dio on Twitter, but he was actually gonna come on and we were gonna talk about Fighter Z because he's a big Fighter Z fan and he wanted to talk about Baby being on there.
Okay, we'll hold off on that then.
Because I don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball Z, but I prefer the Tenkaichi games to be 100%.
Oh yeah, Tenkaichi 3, that's my game right there. That's my jam back in the day.
But going back to Tekken, man, tell me who you play in Tekken.
Josie, Steve Fox, Julia sometimes.
I feel you, man. I'm in Eddie and Christy main. I love the capoeira fighters.
Gross. No.
Dude, I will juggle you for the rest of eternity. At least I'm not a filthy King player, man. I do not feel like being grappled the entire freaking game.
I hate King.
Dude, right? Dude,
I think that's like something everybody can agree on. fun.
The chain grapples.
Okay, now Tim, what you got? What's your favorite genre and or game too?
Well, first of all, for Tekken, I would pick. I typically played Yoshimitsu.
Oh
Man, come on! You're complaining about us?
What?
I
The
actually
gag
don't.
character?
I don't
the
play.
literal gag character.
Listen, I've never once played Tekken except for like in an arcade, so I don't know any character names, and I don't play it on PC. So.
Okay, I got you, man.
My
It's no
big,
big.
my
But-
big fighting game back in the day was Soul Calibur.
Right, but did you also play Voldo and Soul Calibur?
Yes.
Were you the guy who was doing the
I mean,
weird...
he wasn't my main, but yeah. I know what it was.
All right, whatever, man.
I
You
started
have no
playing
right to
Soul
judge
Calibur when
anybody.
they brought in Yoda. That's when I played.
Dude, if I wasn't Nightmare, I was Sid Freak. I had to have a giant sword.
Yeah, I typically played Nightmare or Raphael. And Soul Calibur 2 is the greatest Soul Calibur. I think most people agree on
Was that the one with Spawn in it? Because that was totally my favorite.
2,
The
I
Spawn
believe
is the
so,
DLC character?
because that's the one where Link is for GameCube.
Right, okay. Yeah, I think it's 2 that has Spawn as the DLC.
Yeah, because in the third one they do the whole Star Wars thing where they
Yeah,
have
Vader, Yoda, who was
Yoda.
BS. God, Yoda was such a cheat in that game.
Dude, that's when I started playing. It was when Yoda came into play. That was the only time I played was when I got to play Yoda.
Dude, he was so abusive to fight against.
Is Yoda or nothing?
Yeah, you had to have been probably a pretty young kid when Soul Calibur 2 came out, Contrarian. Because I know I was probably like 13 or 14 when that came out.
What year was that?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Let me see.
Yeah, that was something that we definitely have to Google.
When was Pearl Harbor? I'm just kidding. I'm just
When
kidding.
was Pearl Harbor? I feel
Oh,
you, man. We're old.
We're not that old. Jesus.
Back in my day,
Two
I
thou-
had to use cars.
2002.
Not a credit
Yeah,
card.
I was a year old.
Okay, so let me think. 2002. I was 10. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about
Boomer.
right. Huh?
We were definitely kids when we were playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're ancient.
Oh man, those were the
I'm
days.
just blessed with genes that make me look like a kid forever.
Okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I didn't know how to take that.
Well, I look young forever, whatever. Not a kid, but everybody
Okay.
still thinks I'm 13 or 14. So by the time I hit 40, maybe
Well,
I'll finally look like I'm in my
if you had,
20s.
like a full set of beard, you probably look.
I can't grow a beard. Thanks for reminding me.
What? You
Yeah,
can't?
this is.
I thought you did that on purpose.
Hey,
No.
yeah, what if we give him
This
the?
is it'll go a little bit longer, but this is about
I'm
it.
sorry. I feel so bad now.
but like
I
what if
didn't
we
mean
give
that
him-
in a bad way.
No, I
was
don't care. I can't grow it. It's all. It's
Do you
thanks to
guys
my dad.
Remember the fat toddler sailor outfit? The like white and blue shirt, short pants, the little spin top hat,
Yes.
and the big lollipop.
Yes.
If we gave Tim that
No.
outfit,
No. I may or may not have worn that as a kid, and there
Oh.
may or may
Oh.
not be a picture at my dad's house.
I may or may not need to visit your father to look at your
I need
childhood
to.
scrapbook.
I need to get his dad's phone number real quick.
Right, because I think that's something
Posting
that
on Twitter now.
needs to hit the internet. Yes, for all of our sakes.
But
Okay.
like, back to what I was saying. I mean, I got the idea of your favorite character, but like Tim and like, what is your favorite genre of game though? Is it RTSs, RPGs?
No, it's not. It's typically RPGs for the most part.
Okay. First person, third person.
It depends. I mean, most oftentimes it's third person.
Oh,
I mean, first-person RPGs are actually pretty rare. Let's be
Yeah.
honest with you.
I mean, you have your Elder Scrolls and stuff like that.
In fact, that's what was so weird about Cyberpunk was that it's a
Yeah, it was-
first-person RPG. I was just like, I was not expecting.
I
it.
saw some mods where you can make it third person, but it's really funny because like the mod doesn't equip for when the character aims to like when you're in third person and you're aiming down the sights to make it a smaller aim dot. The whole arm does this, so like literally adjust to the camera. But like
Yeah.
in third person, you don't see that. So like you're just seeing like the arms go like fucking wonky.
Sideways, yeah, man.
It's really weird.
So Jason Schreier mentioned that originally the game was being designed. The very first product building for the game was third person, like The Witcher. And I'm just like, why did you change this? Oh, sorry. Yeah, why did you guys change the first person?
I guess they
That's
were
weird.
trying to go for that like Bethesda feel for it.
It's kind of hard to go away from that. Here's the thing: like you can still play Elder Scrolls to this day, and you would have an easier time, like in general, having a great story. Like even without mods, you know.
I just
know. I know everybody plays Skyrim with mods.
I mean,
somewhere.
you kind of need to at this point.
Yeah.
Mods are what let that game keep living. Same thing with Fallout 4. Without mods, that
I
it
love
doesn't
how
exist.
off track we have gotten from
I'm
the whole
sorry.
point of all of this.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just think
been
it's
a
hilarious.
long time though.
I
Like,
know, I just think it's
Been a
hilarious
long day.
because like the whole thing is Scott Pilgrim, and we like completely gotten to like the polar opposite of Scott Pilgrim.
okay. Here's back into that subject. I think Scott Pilgrim is the definitive coming of age story for our generation. Can you think of another thing that rivals it?
Fooly Cooley.
Fooly Cooley
Cooley.
on the Japanese
Cooley.
side.
Fooly
Yeah,
Cooley,
no.
Fooly Cooley.
Fooly Cooley on the Japanese side.
Yeah.
Totally.
But that okay. First of all, Scott Pilgrim's Canadian. Okay, and that was made in Canada, so we have to find an American equivalent.
Good
Nah,
luck.
man. Even
Good
though
luck.
it is Canadian, it still fits perfectly in American vibes, dude.
The only thing that could really come close would be like, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. Never mind. Nope.
Go there. Go
Nope.
there.
Nope.
Do it.
Nope.
It's
Come
too
on,
late.
man.
You opened the door.
You literally launched it. You have to
Pandora's
finish-
box can shut the fuck up. I'm not doing it.
Okay.
That'll be another day.
I'm trying.
And
I'm trying to think of like in recent time a good coming of age story in America. You can say that.
Oh, I can't. Okay, I was just gonna say it could have been Donald Trump's Twitter feed. That's all. That's literally all I was gonna say. I didn't know how.
All I'm gonna say is
how
that
political we were gonna be
that
today.
man had some spicy tweets back in the day.
He's still,
Dude,
he's
20
still,
seriously.
he's still gonna be denied to come back on.
2012 is a gold mine.
of amazing things from that dude. Basically, the entire Obama presidency is just him throwing shade.
Well, and it's not even that. Like he'll be just throwing shade towards anybody. Like he basically, oh, I remember Robert Pattinson and the chick from Twilight, Kristen Stewart. Okay, so she got caught cheating on him, and he made a tweet about it, basically saying that she's a hoe and he doesn't need to go back to her. He can get better. Only Trump.
Okay, but my point being is that
We're gonna get canceled now because we
I
didn't say
know.
anything negative about
well,
Trump.
I mean, you said Trump 3 times. That's
Hold
enough
on,
for us.
hold on. I'll fix it. Orange man bad. Okay, Orange man bad. Now you can't cancel me.
We're officially on the right side of politics now. But
Right hand? Is it the right hand?
But no, seriously.
My
though.
right hand's stronger right now.
Grab a strong hand. Oh, what was that movie?
Oh,
Scary movie?
A scary movie. Yeah.
Ooh, a good coming of age. Not really coming of age. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
No,
Do it now! You've opened the Pandora box again.
Oh, we're just gonna keep
You
going
have
down
unleashed the demon. Let it loose.
I was gonna say Boondocks, but it's not really a coming of age story.
man.
No, it's not. It's a political commentary.
Yeah.
cartoon.
It may be a political commentary, but that was my fucking show.
It
on
was
Adult
cool.
Swim.
Now, I guess Riley, the character Riley, was a coming of age for like.
Yeah, but really the characters don't really change too much from the beginning. I mean,
Yeah,
Riley
Yeah,
changes a
what's their
little bit.
neighbor's name? That's in the suit.
Tom?
Is that his name?
Tom, yeah, the
Yeah,
lawyer.
with the
Tom.
with the little girl, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
with his
Yeah,
daughter.
I
Tom.
feel like he has like
Well, yeah, he has a lot of character development, but that's only because he ended up in jail and dropped the soap.
Right. You can't have my booty. Oh, no. My favorite part is still him being possessed by Stink Meter, man. Him being possessed by the old black dude. But they have to get Uncle Ruckus in for the clear
yes,
to clear the possession. It's like I brought
You
the
will
one
be.
thing.
All right, that was some bull when HBO Max decided to cut out some episodes.
They never should have, man.
Yeah.
We're covering all types of strange things at this point, guys.
Speaking of Stranger Things, have you guys heard anything about the new season? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go.
no, we're good. I think, don't get me wrong, season 3 had some amazing things in it.
I
but
was
think that's
joking.
serious.
Don't go there.
All right. No more getting off subject. Anyway,
Hey, Contrarian, is there anything that you'd like to say more about Scott Pilgrim?
Just ask me a question and I'll answer it.
so okay. Do you think that it was strange how many people suddenly started to, like, after the movie came out, emulate Ramona and
Oh, yeah, with
and
the whole
Nas? Like, there was
hair
an
thing.
entire generation of kids that literally just evolved from that movie. I feel like it.
Oh, you mean they got into Super Saiyan 2 because of that?
Like no, seriously, but like it was an entire.
They got into their Frieza final form. Is that what it was?
Around the time when the movie came out, I was.
He was
it
3.
2008.
I'm just kidding.
It was
2010.
2010. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like 10 years old. Nobody knew what the fuck a Scott Pilgrim was, so I didn't get hit with any of that.
Okay, yeah,
It was our generation.
You missed the age of people just emulating that movie to the ninth degree.
Let me think. 2010.
Because if they weren't Ramona type characters, they were Pine type characters. Really snarky, kind of like what's the name of that cartoon with the really mean?
Darla.
Darby.
Daria.
Yeah. Those were like
that was during the MTV animated era.
That was like the two literal girls of our generation. That just like spawned off of those personalities.
Actually, Daria wasn't really that popular when we were kids.
Right, no,
That
but
was
I'm
the
referring
generation
to
before us.
Pine in the movie as being like her.
Yeah. I mean, she was probably an inspiration for the writer, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, it was like really cultural and impactful. I mean, nobody wanted to actually, of course, look, sound, or act like Michael Cera, but regardless.
Well, for whatever reason though, Michael Cera is like a chick magnet. It makes no sense.
There's just something adorable about him.
I didn't like him as an actor. I don't know why.
You don't like
Really?
him?
That kid's just adorable. I don't know why.
What do you think about Michael Cera as Scott? Did you like him playing as him?
So I think he did a fine job in the movie, but I think actually encapsulating Scott as a character, he felt too cowardly for me.
Yeah, the character's a lot more. I mean, he's still a coward in the books, but he's not as much so in the as they portray him in the movies.
Right,
Even more so a coward in the movies.
Scott kind of has a strange type of confidence to him that doesn't really always play out for him, but is always there in his head. Like the word awesome, for instance, that's how he thinks of himself, how he describes himself. I think even Nega Scott uses a variation of awesome. I think it's like Negawesome or something like that. But he always has this like somewhat subtle confidence. And even then, Michael Cera kind of plays it through because like when he asked Ramona out, if he was really a coward, he would have never gotten up the courage to say anything about it. He was really awkward and stupid about it, but he still actually managed to ask her out. Persistently.
That's just kind of Michael Cera's acting when it comes to the awkwardness, though. Like almost everything he's in, he's awkward.
I mean, it works for him.
It's
iconic to him.
That's his bit. Yeah.
So his Scott does still have some of the foundational character aspects, but it didn't really feel like Scott coming from a reading perspective.
Right.
I suppose.
So, anybody else got anything they could think of off the top of their head that they just feel like Scott Pilgrim should be known for?
I think that we should give Edgar Wright some props for
how he handled the movie,
making that movie such a great film.
Yeah,
because every scene that was coming through, even though it was forced through and kind of condensed from all the marvelous books that these people have created, I think that Edgar Wright did a really good job at composing this and trying to condense it as best as possible, and
he
made
did
a
an
great
awesome
film.
job.
Right, like if you have to rank it with adaptations, I think it's like almost as good as the Game of Thrones adaptation. You know what I'm saying?
Game of Thrones until
the very end. Yeah. I was like, they had to cut, they had to rearrange.
Fix that real fast.
Yeah, of course, to make sure the first 5 seasons. Yeah. First 4 maybe.
Yeah.
But also a thing that we should have mentioned, but we have gotten this far without actually saying anything about it. The music, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, top notch.
Yeah, the movie music banged the entire way.
Yeah,
we just got done playing the game. The chiptune music as well is amazing.
My god.
Music is an important component to
Clash of Demon had music. I don't know why, but I loved that.
The Brie Larson hit.
I don't know why. I loved it.
Brie Larson is actually a really good singer. I don't like her in most things. I really don't. But she was really good in that movie.
Yeah, playing Envy.
Yeah, I mean, she does nothing. She's not really much like the Envy in the books, but that's because they don't get to flesh her out as much. But I did enjoy her for the movie aspect of it.
Agreed.
and I'm not a huge fan of hers. What do you think about her as what's her real name? Nat.
No one remembers her actual real
It's
name.
Natalie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Natalie.
Yeah. What do you think of her playing as her?
Brie Larson playing as Envy Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job. It feels like she put a lot more soul into that role than she does with other things. Then again, the only other thing I've seen her in was Captain Marvel.
I was gonna say, but yeah, it was a very wooden performance.
She was very bland in that movie.
Yes.
She has one more big movie, but I can't
It's
remember.
Room. It's called Room, not The Room, not the one with Tommy Wiseau, but it's called Room, where she's stuck in this tiny little room with her kid. And it won some awards. That one apparently she was pretty good in. I've never watched it, but I've watched a couple of her other stuff, and I was not a fan. I don't know. When it comes to her, speaking of her with Captain Marvel, I hope with all the hate towards her, it's more towards her personality more so than her acting at the end of the day. I hope she can maybe kick it up a notch and not act like she's dead while she's playing the role.
my god.
Look, the only thing we require out of all female actresses is that they elevate themselves above Kristen Stewart as Bella in Twilight.
Yeah, that's not a very hard thing to do. I mean, come on.
just emote just a little bit more than that,
Even
and you
Kristen
win.
Stewart can do that now.
Yeah, but even there's a dude on TikTok who literally does impressions of her. Have you seen that yet?
No,
He literally
I do
he
not
does
watch
nothing,
TikTok.
but,
TikTok is cancer.
He doesn't do any vocal, impressions. He does literally physical, like actual things. Like there's like one thing where like she does literally just a simple like hair flip, and like she over exaggerates the fuck out of her hair flip, and he does the exact same. Like I'm telling you, the exact same thing, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is really weird.
Extra is what it is.
Anything else that we want to add to that, Tim?
I think we may have covered everything.
Yeah, I think we've gotten everything.
It's kind of like going deep into Scott Pilgrim, unless you're going deep into lore. Like you can repeat yourself on how good it was. I mean, we understand that. Like it was one of the first comics that tried to have more of an influence when it came to like more of a manga style and in Western culture, and then it also tried to blend in the video games that a lot of comic books hadn't really tried to do before.
Right. I mean,
Right.
we could also talk about like the Easter eggs. Yeah. Like, for instance, all of the iconography for the X's
X-Men?
were correctly numbered.
Yep.
So, like, for
X's,
instance,
I thought about the X's on Scott Pilgrim's.
yeah, no, the X's, the evil X's.
No. Scott Pilgrim literally has a jacket with the X-Men patch that he made himself.
Okay, no.
He was talking about the
I was
X's.
talking about, like, for
I was
instance.
talking about a literal X.
I know, but
we're not talking about Professor Xavier.
Okay.
and
So you know the
Magneto.
Kusanagi twins, right?
Yeah.
The one with the Japanese sun shirt.
Yeah.
It has 6 stripes on it. He's the
Yeah.
6th ex-boyfriend. That type of thing.
I didn't even notice that.
In fact, when you put them together, a lot of their things is 5 + 6, 11, to represent them as the twin boyfriends for 5 and 6. Like, there's a ton of small details throughout the entire series that plays off of their numbers.
That's some really deep stuff.
Like, for instance, when you beat Gideon, you get 7,700,770. You know,
Yeah.
it's 7 sevens. He's the 7th boyfriend.
Could-
or when you turn his icon or his symbol GGG to the side, it becomes 777. Whatever. It's just the small things. That's Easter eggs, basically.
Is there any small details or Easter eggs that you can think of
anything
that you
that's
appreciate it, Contrarian?
Anything that's deep. You know anything about being deep, Contrarian?
In the comic book or the
Comic book.
Comic. Yes.
see, I haven't read it in like 2 years. I'm mainly just going off of memory here. Like I said, I was gonna read it last night, but I was caught up
You
in
were
other
busy.
things.
Yeah,
So I don't really remember.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and
it's been a long time for me too. These are things that are popping up into my head just because we've been talking about it for the last 2 hours.
And it's really hard for me to try to compile all of it, just based on the fact that I decided to read all of it for the first time in one day.
I
and,
can't compile
like, speed
anything.
read it.
I've been up since 3
Like
a.m.
another thing, Patel, the succubi women or girls that he summons,
Yeah.
they all have 1 star. He's the first boyfriend. They all have 1 star on their chest.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, right. They all have their things.
I
that
was
match
wondering
up
what
to them.
that was for.
Yeah, it's just to represent him.
I thought it was just like a rocker thing.
Or for instance, whenever he points, his signature thing is him pointing. He only his
Uses
hair
one
covers
finger.
one eye.
Yeah.
He only points with 1 finger. All of those things point him out as the first boyfriend.
And there's Wallace going,
For instance, the ninja girl, the half ninja girl, the one female ex.
Roxy.
She and Ramona only dated for 4 months, and she's the fourth evil ex. It's like they all have their thing. Even Scott is considered to be X-Zero to a lot of fans because he has a lot of things associated with Zero attached to him. And Ramona says he's just another evil ex waiting to happen.
Oh, gut punch.
So that's a really important like little sub theme that runs throughout the entirety of Scott that I remember pretty strongly.
Yeah, I think, we could go on about this all day, but I think we've gotten our point across. We really enjoyed the books. We've really enjoyed the movie. The game's pretty fun, too. Like Contrarian, when we were going around and fighting in the game, there was a lot of Easter eggs that you saw. You saw a lot of love and passion from the game creators, and I think that has something to be said when it comes anytime there's an adaptation for Scott Pilgrim. Even if it's an animation short that they did, or if it's the movie or the game, anybody that's involved has a passion, which really speaks volumes for the series. There's a lot of things that gets adaptations that you don't see the creators' wishes being passed on, and they really did a good job with any adaptation for Scott Pilgrim to come across with the proper love and respect. But anyways, I think that we've had enough chaos with the game and going all around these other topics to make a full episode. So I really appreciate everyone that got to come out and watch and listen. I really appreciate Contrarian coming out to talk to us and deal with our craziness.
Yes, thank you very much for coming on here, by the way. And it was very, very nice to meet you, by the way, too.
You too. Glad to make it.
Hopefully, maybe sometime he can come again and deal with the chaos. Maybe it won't be all over the place like it was this time, but trying to talk and conversate while playing the game, I quickly figured out I'm not as good of a multitasker as I thought it was. But that's okay. We still had a blast. It was a lot of fun. And to leave it at that, as I always say, thank you for letting me and everyone here get to the root of their geek culture with you.